My name is Jhon Velasko. I am the director for the Center for Nonviolence and Prevention Programs here at Montclair State University. And this past semester, I took 13 students on a delegation project to Nicaragua to learn about the social, political, and economic disparities between developing countries and the U.S. This was a project that was worked in collaboration with the Center for Nonviolence and Ann Orlowski, who is our Protestant chaplain for the university. We had students who were psychology majors, students who were health majors, students who were English majors, students who were biology majors. And their interests all came from learning on how to create change in their communities and in the world. And that's what brought us all together. The theme of this project is for education, for action. Our students, we as a community, were down there to learn about certain issues for us to come back to the United States to help the developing country of Nicaragua. And those core issues that we looked at were economics and free trade versus fair trade. We also looked at the public health system. And there are certain reasons that we were able to learn, that we learned, that keeps the Nicaraguan people and government at a certain level. The action comes when we get back, and now that we're here in the United States, is looking at our laws, writing letters to our congresspeople, knowing what are the core issues that are affecting not just countries like Nicaragua, but other countries as well. So when we're looking at free trade versus fair trade, and they're two separate issues, free trade sounds great. That is how the government has presented it to us and to the world. But when we really strip the layers, and what we were able to see in Nicaragua was how it actually affects the people, the local people, specifically farmers. Local farmers are not going to be able to compete with the big companies that are going to be going into Nicaragua because of free trade. The other part of the delegation that we were able to do was sit down and talk to economists to understand from a different perspective of what was happening in Nicaragua. So the students were, again, able to have that one-to-one interaction, to talk to people, to ask them questions, but more importantly, to see what we can do as Americans. It's very easy for us to write a check and send it to them and feel good at the end of the day. That's not going to sustain change. Our students were there to learn about what they can do as American citizens, not just by changing laws, but changing the ideas of their local family and friends and community about these issues.